Blackburn
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to my channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new video. Today we're going to be talking
Saweetie and Quavo.
Yes, Saweetie and Quavo. That's actually what we're going to start off with.
Yeah.
Actually talking a couple of different things, but we'll start off with Saweetie and Quavo. So, you want to you want to start that off?
Oh, so sad.
It is sad.
It's such a sad situation.
It is a sad situation.
I know she's probably super embarrassed and frustrated and all kinds of other words.
Yeah. So, again, if you've been living under a rock, basically Saweetie and Quavo, they're two rappers. Obviously, one female, one male, or not obviously, but one female, one male. And they had a nice little relationship, and or so we thought.
Yeah, no,
and
really nice.
And recently they pretty much called it quits, and they had a lot of different things to take place, or rumors, so to speak, that were going on about their relationship, and it pretty much came to a head, and now they've broken up. And since they've broken up, a video was released, which I thought was crazy.
Yeah.
That this video, I guess it was like
it's kind of leaked.
Yeah, all of a sudden, them getting into it in an elevator.
These elevators, these people gonna learn. Cameras are everywhere.
That's not funny. It's not funny. I'm not cracking jokes.
It's not.
But there's a meme of Jay-Z and Quavo, and who's Quavo? Quavo, and they look at each other talking about, bro, we should have took the stairs. But
no.
Yeah. So you go ahead and give your thoughts on that particular situation.
It's so sad. It was toxic. It was sad. She should have called it all. From my understanding, I don't know much about the situation, but I do know that I think this incident occurred a while back, and they're just now breaking up. And I'm trying to figure out what took her so long to break up with him. The first time he showed crazy, she should have been out the door.
Okay, I'll play devil's advocate a little bit, and even though well, number one, let's say I definitely don't support violence towards women or females in any shape, form, or fashion. But again, in a lot of situations, we don't know what happened beforehand. And what it looks like, if you're looking at the elevator, it looks like they were trying to get the purse or something or whatever.
They said she swung at him with
the
purse, and then he kind of drove her onto it.
Okay, well that's awful then. That's what happened. When I looked at it, I looked at it like they were trying to grab it or whatever. And in the midst of them trying to grab it, he knocked her down. But I guess what made it worse is when he knocked her down, he didn't show any concern.
He pulled her down. He jerked her down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said
really
it looked
knocked
like
her down. Accident.
Well, not an accident, but looked like they were. That's why I said it looked to me like they was trying to get, like it was something in there that he didn't want her to see or something like that. That's how I took it. So in the midst of getting it, it was like and then he knocked her down. But I don't know. I'm just saying what I thought when I looked at it.
He's like, get your tail on this elevator.
But again, what made it worse is she fell down and he was just like.
And she sat there for a long time.
Like just minding his business, like nothing happened or whatever. So, I
looked at the camera and everything, like.
Right. Like, but what I was gonna say is like I do in a lot of situations. I don't judge it, just off of this one instance. We don't know what happened. We don't know what led up to that particular situation. Again, like I said, I don't accept violence towards women in any shape, form, and fashion. Or men.
Because Solange was beating up on
Jay-Z. Yeah, she was slinging. So yeah. I mean, just like your mama told you a long time ago, keep your hands to yourself. And so that's always the best recommendation. And I feel kind of messed up. But again, I mean, this is in Hollywood. It'll pass, and in the next couple of months, nobody really won't care, especially the fact that they've broken up. But I do think it's kind of messed up that now all this stuff is coming up. And like I said, with all the rumors that was going on, like I remember we was talking about the whole Bentley situation. Yeah. And we had a long conversation about that. And it was funny, but if y'all didn't hear about that, the situation was when they broke up, Quavo was like, well, get my Bentley back.
Give me my stuff.
Right. So it came out afterwards that wasn't true. But that's an interesting question. Like, comment down below. Like, if you're in a relationship and you buy something for somebody, when y'all break up,
Do you return those items?
Yeah.
Do you keep those items?
Do you get that back, or do you keep it?
I watch judge shows. They say it's a gift unless you.
Okay.
They say
okay, Judge Judy over here. Okay. All right. So, but I feel like the lesson to be learned from that situation is just when you're in a toxic relationship, unless you're taking steps to try to fix that toxic situation, you can go ahead and call it quits. And of course, that's always easier said than done if you're not in it. But a lot of those situations
don't end up good.
They don't end up good unless both parties are taking steps to make themselves better.
Yeah.
So if anybody's in that situation, in that type of situation, a toxic situation, a lot of arguing, a lot of fussing, a lot of that, if
birds.
Yeah, it is for the birds. And if you're not taking steps to to make it better, call it quits. What else was we gonna talk about? Old Town Road. Very briefly.
Yes. Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X.
It's canceled. That's all I gotta say about it. It's canceled.
Yeah, he is canceled. Okay, so this young man came out with a video. I can't even think of the name of the song. Because I'm just.
It's no. You gotta block that song out.
Right, just going the total other direction. But basically, he came out with a song, and in this song, he is in the video, he's showing himself
doing some not so.
There are a lot of things like he's sliding down the stripper pole, which that's
to hell.
To hell.
Not to.
And then he's giving the devil a lap dance, and he ends up turning into the devil and
blasphemy.
Yeah, it's so bad. So I have no defense because I just have no defense. And here's the thing. So of course. And as in most situations, I always try to, I try to compare it to a lot of other situations. Because I did see some, and that's how he's trying to present it as well. Like, people are only acting this way because he's gay. And, like, Triple Six Mafia, you know what I'm saying? Some people have brought up that comparison. And how when 666 first came out, and people said that about Bone Thugs of Harmony as well. Yeah. Like, when they first came out, they had certain lyrics or certain things, songs, or whatever that might have suggested or said things about the devil or something like that. So, but I guess my thing is, it was nothing like this.
No.
That, to me, I don't think.
Not that I remember.
I kind of see how you could try to make that argument, but it wasn't the same. Like when you think of Bone Thugs and Harmony, when you think of 666 or 36 or the Hypnotized Camp, that whole posse. You don't think of the devil.
No.
You don't think of that. You think of Memphis. You think of Jukin. You think of you think that whole Memphis movement. You think of Bone Thugs and Harmony. You think of Cleveland, Ohio. You think of rapping fast. You think of rapping and kind of Crossroads. That's what I was gonna say. Rapping and singing, the kind of that melodic type thing right there. Again, you don't think nothing about the devil. Again, we're caught up in this is the moment right now, but. This is just I've never seen anything remotely close. And again, South Park is a show, and they have some comedy shows, and they have a character on there that's like Satan. So, but again, that's a comedy or whatever. So to me, if you're looking at comedy and a cartoon, South Park is a cartoon compared to just the visual behind it is just really sad and unfortunate.
And I think he might have been also playing on I know we talked briefly about this too, but the whole conspiracy theories with the whole Illuminati type stuff. Like, if you didn't, if you don't want it to be associated with black music or rappers or black entertainers, then why go do something like this? Because this makes it really kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I assume, of course, he I guess he had some motive.
It might have been. Our friend Violet was kind of saying gay community is slandered so much, and you're going to hell and all this stuff. So he was trying to show, well, this is where y'all want us anyway, type thing. We're all gonna burn anyway, but still, in a sense. So some
people are saying like he might have been trolling,
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. Okay, if you want to troll, you want to present your art in a different way. Okay, maybe, but then you come out with these shoes that are 666 shoes, and the shoes are supposed to have like an actual drop of human blood in them, and on the shoes it has like the star or the sign, like
stuff we don't want to even talk about. Don't even bring it. We got to sage my house after this video. Do you hear me?
Like you just.
I ain't got time to play with nobody.
No, we don't like.
Praying real hard.
Right, we don't play with spirits because that thing is real.
It is definitely real.
So
stuff out right now.
So that is. It's just really sad. So if you have those that have young kids, because I know, and that was another thing that
all the little babies was listening to Old Town Road. My little 4 and 5 year olds, they love that.
Right.
Now they can't love it anymore.
Right. So if you got kids or whatever, I would advise you to. I mean, of course, people gonna make the choice for themselves, but
watch what they look at.
But if I had kids, Lil Nas X who.
Don't you even put that in TikTok or nothing.
I don't want you saying his name well, because you went all the way over to left field. And normally I say this shades of gray. Ain't no shades of gray. He's one of those few things where I feel like this is black and white. Like either you're this or either you're that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can get with this, you can get with that.
We're not getting with that
at all.
That ain't where it's at
at all. All right, and our last subject today well, that was a serious topic that we just covered, but I feel like this is more serious, is the recent movement to stop Asian hate. I went back and forth about if I wanted to talk about this, because it's not necessarily controversial, but it's really a serious topic, and if people are really being honest, I think sometimes people aren't ready for honesty. So I had a hesitancy and wanted to discuss that because, for one, I always want to be authentic in what it is that I'm talking about and say my actual thoughts or whatever. And so I didn't know how comfortable I felt about just being completely honest about how I felt about the situation. Mm-hmm. So, but I think, again, this is another learning lesson, and I think that's why we kind of cover the topics that we choose to cover, is because at the end of the day, I think there's a learning lesson that can be got out of it. So there has been, if you haven't been paying attention, looking at the news, there's been an increase of violence toward Asian people. And it started around last year, obviously, with that former guy that used to be president. Yeah. And when the pandemic broke out, his attitude towards the virus and the Asian community and the virus and where it started, and just the names that he would say and just being funny. And, his xenophobia and his bigotry and all that, I feel like threw lighter fluid on racism and allowed it to flourish into what it is now. Right. So I'll start there. So I guess the thing is, or the interesting dynamic with Black people and how we're dealing with the Stop Asian Hate movement is some of us felt kind of slighted or felt like the energy was given to us for us to be more responsible. And anybody that knows Black people, like, we accept anybody. Like, we pretty much accept everybody. Like, we don't have a problem with white people. Generally, even though white people there's bad tension there, we generally still accept white people. We accept Hispanics. We accept Asians. We accept, like, anybody. Like, we, Black people in general, based on everything that we've been through, we have forgiving hearts. Like, if you look over especially over the history of this country. Yeah. So it just seems like a lot of social media was saying, stop the Asian hate, stop the Asian hate. And a lot of Black people felt like, well, y'all telling us to stop the Asian hate. What about telling them to stop hating Black people? And so if we're going to be real, we're going to be authentic. Over the years, and even going back to like the 90s, there has been conflict between Black people and Asian people. And you've seen it, especially since social media came out. If you haven't seen it, I know I've seen it for myself. We've seen where Black people and Black women in particular have been treated less than by the Asian community. There's videos of Asian people fighting Black people, or trying to find in the nail salon, or just in different places, and Asian men beating up on Black women. Mm-hmm. So, and going back to like Menace to Society, there's a scene in Menace to Society where O-Dog's character, he's trying to buy stuff, and the Asian store owner is telling him to hurry up and buy, hurry up and get out my store.
Right. I've had a personal experience with that, so
yeah, so that is a thing. So there's kind of this, and that goes more so into this whole black and brown dynamic, and that's also with Hispanics as well. Like there's this thing, like there is unity, but that I don't think that's authentic, because I feel like black people and Hispanics are not united as they could be, and there's definitely tension between black people and Asian people. And I think I don't know what the best route is to go about it, but I know for one, videos like this will be able to help, because first off, we're being honest, we're laying it out on the floor and talking about it. And the thing is that there is some tension there. And I think steps should be taken to make sure that we're all on the same page. Because at the end of the day, it's the problem. The problem is with the racists. Like if we all banded together and got towards the people that practice xenophobia and the people that practice racism, all of those people, we all banded together and put our energy towards them, we'll be able to accomplish great things. But I think we still have to acknowledge the fact that there is
a divide.
There is a divide, and that's because I think a lot of people don't feel that same energy. They don't feel that, when our black people are getting killed out on the street, when we're screaming Black Lives Matter, where are y'all at? So of course I know there are Asians, and we love Asian support. But I guess I'm speaking more so on a totality, or more on a larger scale.
Yeah.
It's not a large unified movement behind Asians in general when it comes to Black lives being killed, and the disrespect and the racisms that black people receive.
Yes. So
I think that that's something that needs to be acknowledged, and something that needs to be talked about. And I don't know who are the who's the capital of the black people and who's the capital of the Asian people. I don't know. But whoever those people are, I believe they should get together and try to bring that together. But again, we have to go ahead and acknowledge it and move past that.
That's true. I agree.
You don't got anything to say?
No. You said everything.
I feel like she's just been shaking her head this entire video.
I have. You did a lot of talking. That's good.
I don't want to do all the talking.
That's good.
Okay, so if you want to go ahead and do us a favor, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate that, and it helps out the channel. And if you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And next to the subscribe button is a bell. If you hit that bell, you're definitely getting a notification every time we drop new videos. And if you want to do us one more favor, go ahead and comment down below. What should they comment?
When you told them to comment about
I did.
Yeah.
You don't want no additional comments?
What is something that you would like us to discuss? What other type of it could be in the media or anything that you would like to see on our channel. Yeah,
so earlier, what did I say? I said, it was about the Quavo. Yeah, if you're in a relationship and you buy something, give it back, and then y'all break up, do you keep it or not? And comment on some topics that you might want us to discuss.
Yes.
All right, we appreciate y'all supporting us, every single one of you, and I guess we'll holler at you. Peace.